Welcome to Vendor Training Day 6. Hi, I'm Alexandra.
And I'm still Doré.
And we are the founders of Musical Theatre Market. Today is possibly the shortest little installation of this training course, but it's still very, very important information to look at. Today's topic is etiquette and vendor relations, which basically whittles down to how can you be a good neighbour?
So the first thing I would say is never pack up early.
Yeah.
You know, if the event closes at 5, you pack up after 5, for the simple reason that the customers have paid there, to be there. They expect to be able to buy things
Up until that time.
the closing time. And if you pack up early, it creates a bit of a bad taste in their mouth, and also it will put
Just a weird environment.
Yeah, it will definitely put you on a bit of a blacklist with the organizers as well, because you're not following the rules.
Yeah, exactly. It's also health and safety guidelines. It breaks those.
Yeah, it can often break health and safety guidelines, and it also sometimes you have other vendors that want to buy from you.
Yeah.
Or there might be venue staff that want to buy from you that haven't been able to do that because they've been busy serving customers or doing their job. And if you pack up early, you miss out on those little opportunities.
You're robbing them of the chance to get their hands on your product.
So do not pack up early.
Yep, don't do it. And never exceed your stand boundaries. This may be a given for some people, but just be mindful of it. They have paid for their space as much as you've paid for yours. So make sure that none of your backstock, no chairs or anything is exceeding their boundary line, because you wouldn't want someone to do that to you. You'd want your space to be your space. Which follows on to the next point of respecting your neighbour's space. Keep within your boundaries unless, conversations happen. You may be able to overlap a tiny bit, but don't assume that at all. And it's also a case of if you've got displays that reach out across and it makes it difficult for them to display their products, just be mindful that there are other people. Yeah. Because, like I said, you wouldn't want someone to do that to you. And so it's just creating that expectation. And if you have a radio show or music or something, be mindful of not putting it too loud and distracting all your neighbours.
I think also respecting your neighbour's space is also down to, if you don't have any customers that you're serving, but they do, don't try and create conversation with them when they're serving customers. Or if you're already in conversation and you have somebody walking to their stand, take a step back.
Don't try and steal another stand's customers.
Yeah.
That's just snaky. That's horrible. The people are there to look at all the stands. They will come to you when they're ready. So if they are clearly making their way to the person next to you, don't try and go, oh, hey, do you want to come and see my products? Because the chances are they will already, and that's just a rude thing to do.
But people do strange things.
People do strange
also,
things.
Also, if you're talking to your neighbor, or if you're talking to other vendors, you're at their stand, consider what's going on behind you. Don't kind of block out any future customers that could be coming to their stand.
Yeah, which I think carries on to be mindful when you mingle, not to interfere with customers. If you're talking with your neighbor and a customer comes over, take a step back. Let them handle their customer. You can always come back to your conversation. You're going to be there for at least a whole day, so you've got time. And exchange your business cards, build relationships with your neighbours. That doesn't necessarily mean the person to the immediate right and left of you. To the rest of the people that are vending, the rest of the people that are exhibiting, chat with them, get to know them, follow them on Instagram. Maybe you end up doing a giveaway with them. You end up with loads more followers. These things all benefit you as well. And it creates a nice taste in their mouth for you. They want to support you in your business. They'll reshare your posts if you create those connections.
And also they might know about other events happening and things like that you might not know about. You can share best practice. It's always a good idea to create those relationships, network, use that as one of your one of the goals that you have, is see how many fellow vendor friends you can make.
Exactly. And the thing is, you're going to be around people who are doing this for the first time. You're going to be around people who are doing this for like maybe their 10th. Um, there's so much to learn from each of these different vendors. You know, do they have tips about transporting your products? Do they have tips about displaying your product? I heard from someone that they bring all of their products, they do like prints and stuff, they bring all their products in a suitcase because it's easy to wheel around and it's helpful for them, for their products, to get stuff out. And maybe that works for you in your business, but you wouldn't have known if you didn't talk to them and learn from them.
That's it. That
Like
was
we
a
said,
really short.
That is all for day 6 of vendor training. We did say it was going to be short. Tomorrow, we're going to be having a look at budgeting, pricing, offers, everything sort of monetary wise that you need to think about.
Exactly. Can you believe we're nearly at the end?
Nearly at the end. We'll hop on to the next one. Bye.
Bye.